What's going on, everybody? G Wolf here, aka the Jedi Marketer, and we are on video 11 of my Motivational Mondays. And yeah, past week's been pretty difficult for me. Trying to find the energy, motivation, inspiration to work. For those who don't know me, my father passed away on the 17th there in the afternoon, and he's battling cancer and diabetes. And yeah, it's just been pretty tough for him for the past couple of years. But notice I said couple of years because he was diagnosed with this cancer around 2 years ago, and for the past a couple of years we've been really focusing on building our relationship even more, because my father wasn't the greatest father figure in my life. He didn't really teach me a whole lot of different things to help me become the man that I am today. However, as I progressed along in my life, I started understanding the process of education and wisdom, and learning the value of experience, the value of people who are valuable to your life, despite how adverse the relationship was or lack of relationship there was. So this video today is about finding value in people and moving forward. So the moving forward aspect, it's not easy, obviously. You just got so much going on in your mind when you're dealing with death. Death is probably one of the hardest, it is the hardest thing that we have to deal with. It puts a halt on everything, death, right? And you're gonna find yourself, much like in my situation, what do I do? How do I do it? Do I want to move on? Do I want to continue? Do I want to do this? Just a million questions coming through your mind, and I have strong desires, commitment, and motivation inside me to continue to push myself, regardless of what I experience in my life, regardless of who dies, because I still got to be a provider. I still got to be there for my son, still got to be there for my kids, and I got to continue to work at an optimal level to produce, to reach the goals that I want to reach, right? Maybe this is a small setback in me mentally and spiritually, but I can still take action, right? And that is the thing that we all have to understand, is that we could find a million excuses for why we're going to stop doing things, but all you need is one reason why you're going to continue to do it, and why you're going to continue to fight, why you're going to continue to get up, run your business, be an amazing person, be an amazing father, stick to the commitments that you want to make, and stop making excuses for why you're not going to do it anymore. My father, he taught me a lot, right? Going into using our relationship as an example for my next part of this video, is finding value in everybody, right? So my father, when I say he's not the greatest father figure, I mean he didn't do a lot of fatherly stuff. He didn't really take me out to teach me a lot of different things, right? It was and it's not his fault. It was how he was brought up as well. He was brought up in a very tough household, and his father wasn't the greatest fatherly figure as well. So that kind of the trauma transitioned from him to me, and where he didn't teach me a whole lot of things to be a man. It was more independence. Figure it out on your own, son. And my dad, he grew up with a pretty tough life, you know, like it was always survival mode with him. And you know, I see some kids who grow up with parents, and they're very lucky. They don't understand the type of value they have around them. And some kids, like myself and others who are in a similar situations, we grew up with only one parent, and it's not easy because you're missing half of the things that you need to become a human being, a proper human being, to teach you the action, the hard work, the things to become a provider. And I didn't learn those things till very late, right? And I'm grateful for that, though. Everything that I didn't get, I am now giving. And everything that I didn't get from my father, I am giving those things. And you know what? I honor him for that. I honor him for being who he is supposed to be. My mother too. I honor her for her being who she was supposed to be. Because of those two people I lost in my life. I lost both my parents now. I value everything that they were, because I understand that they had to be that type of person. They had to be that who they were in order for me to be who I am today. And that was required. That was part of the process of the evolution of me, the evolution of Gene Wolfe. And you're going through the same thing, you know. We oftentimes look for people to blame for why we are the way we are, but we don't ever thank them for being the way they are, because who they were helped build who you are. So it's really up to you on how you want to look at what I'm saying, but there's value in everything. And how you value things is how it's going to impact your life, impact your wisdom, your experience, your knowledge, your education, your intelligence. All these things can be changed around as soon as you choose to, right? So, you know, rest in peace to my father. And I'll continue to do you proud, Daddy, and my mother, and the people who follow me. You know, everything I do it for you. I do it for my kids, you know, and I can't stop. I can't stop working. I have to keep working. I have to stay committed, stay focused, and doesn't matter how painful it gets, you know, you got to do what you got to do, because you have people counting on you, especially your kids, if you have any.